The top stories: a shooting death in St. James, 600 Sandals recruits begin training, and the Garrison prepares for Saturday's International Jockeys Challenge. Welcome to Nation News for Thursday, November the 20th, 2014.
No matter where you are in the world, at home or abroad, Nation News keeps you connected with what's happening in Barbados through our website, video newscast, and online e-papers. So stay connected with Nation News, your time, your way.
A St. Peter family is in mourning following Wednesday night's shooting death of Gregory Ainsley Bishop of Boscobel. Police say the incident occurred around 11 p.m. at Dublin Road, Western St. James. Mr. Bishop, who was 33, died at the scene. His girlfriend, Catherine Bowen, spoke to Nation News.
I told him I know we changed. He take us off like 2 or 3 one shot. I don't know, I assume my boyfriend didn't give him.
The new crop of workers chosen for Sandals, Barbados have begun their job orientation, the so-called sandalization process. More than 600 Barbadians have been undergoing first aid training for starters at the Sandiford Centre for all of this week. General Manager Joseph Zellner promised the crew the time of their life when the resort opens in Dover in January. You may remember that more than 3,000 people turned up at the resort's job fair last month. Visitors to Barbados are being cautioned about the dangers of human trafficking. That's the illegal movement of people, typically for the purposes of forced labor or commercial sexual exploitation. This is being done through an anti-human trafficking banner which has just been unveiled at the Grantley Adams Airport. Barbados has faced American pressure to do more to control human trafficking and is looking at new laws to deal with the problem domestically, according to the director of the National Task Force on Crime Prevention, Cheryl Willoughby.
Our legislation mainly addresses international human trafficking, and it may be a situation in the near future where we may have to actually look at domestic trafficking. Those persons who may be exploiting Barbadians right here in Barbados, whether it be for their labor or for sexual gains. And we must also mention the fact that we will be keeping a close eye on our children as well, the protection of our children, because that is a vulnerable population that we must protect. And those persons out there who may be harboring children under the guise that they're protecting them and they're using them for their sexual exploitation or any other clandestine crime, the government, the National Task Force and all law enforcement will certainly be doing our effort at addressing these problems.
More than 10 people have been injured in a 4-vehicle accident at Wildy St. Michael. None of the injuries appeared to be very serious. The morning accident involved 2 public service vehicles, a car and a pickup truck. A training session for young entrepreneurs is among the latest activities for Global Entrepreneurship Week. Managing Director of Kariba Consulting, Clifford Hinkson, was the facilitator.
We looked at business planning, we looked at the mindset of an entrepreneur, what sort of things need to be changed in terms of the mindset of an entrepreneur to achieve success in terms of determination, confidence, problem-solving skills, and everything else required to move yourself from where you are now to where you want to be in terms of your next level and getting that idea, product, service to market.
Food, drinks and conversation flowed freely as Prime Minister Frandl Stewart played host to 33 Canadians at Elada Court on Wednesday night. Former High Commissioner to Ottawa Evelyn Graves and former local beauty queen Betty Hope Gittins were the main forces behind the trip to Barbados, which was originally planned for 2009. Prime Minister Stewart charged his guests with helping Barbados to regain its place in Canada, which was once a principal tourist market for this country. In sport, Saturday's contest between jockeys from Barbados and Britain faced being left at the starting gate, we can report. The organisers of the second Winter Jockeys Challenge, as it is called, say that only a last-minute injection of sponsorship saved the day. Courtesy Garage, Barbados Tourism Marketing Inc. and Mango Bay Hotel were among the sponsors revealed at the draw for the challenge over 4 races at the Garrison Savannah on Saturday. And finally, following Wednesday's story about World Toilet Day, this seems a natural follow-up. The first bus powered entirely by human and food waste in Britain has gone into service. The 40-seat biobus runs on biomethane gas generated through the treatment of sewage and food waste. The eco-friendly vehicle can travel up to 300 kilometers on 1 tank of gas, which takes the annual waste of about 5 people to produce. And that's Nation News for Thursday. For more, log on to nationnews.com, as well as YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. And get your Weekend Nation on Friday.